Hi beautiful people, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Anyone that's new as well, welcome to the family, to the Heart to Heart with Harriet. On here, I talk about all topics to do with healing, to do with deep issues, heart issues that are constantly in our lives, and sometimes we don't deal with or we don't talk about. And I feel like when we talk about these things, they become clearer, and I hope that they're helpful. I hope that you guys are gaining heaps out of it. So let's get into today's topic. So today I'm going to be talking about knowing your worth. Knowing your worth, guys. I think it's so important that we know how much we're worth. We know that we are valued, we are loved, we are cherished, because there are so many situations in our lives that really sometimes can cause us to really feel like we're not worthy of anything good, we don't deserve anything good. They can make us feel like we won't amount to anything, we're not enough, all that kind of stuff. And it can be as simple as just our own thoughts, our own self-sabotaging thoughts that keep telling us, oh, you're not good enough, oh, you won't be able to do that, or how are you even going to achieve that, or how are you going to this and this and that and that, or whatever, oh, look what you've done, right? Sometimes it's situations that we cause ourselves, like we are the reason why, something's gone wrong. And then we just beat ourselves up, we're putting ourselves down constantly. We're just there, like just making ourselves really depressed because of, like things that we've done. We're playing it over and over in our minds, And sometimes it's even having grown up like that. Like some people, I know that, they don't grow up in a household where positivity is encouraged, like self-worth and positive talk, positive self-image, being encouraged and uplifted. Sometimes you don't get any of that, and you don't grow up like that. You grow up with the complete opposite, where you just feel so like unworthy. You feel like there's so much lack, and you feel like you're not enough. And honestly, guys, like everybody has different types of upbringing. Some of them are good, some of them are not as good. Some of them are not as encouraging, But at the end of the day, guys, it's still important that we know, like whether we know it or not, we are loved, we are cherished, we are worthy, and we are enough, no matter what, guys, because whether you know it or not, you are loved by God. God loves you. If nobody else loves you, God loves you at the end of the day. And that's the most important truth that we have to hold on to, because sometimes human beings are not even enough. Human beings cannot provide the kind of love that we need. But only that love only comes from above, man. I'm telling you guys. Like, I feel like that emptiness will always be there unless we know that we are loved by God, So today, guys, I really want to cover two aspects. One aspect is to do with, like worthiness when it comes to just when you made a mistake, or when you've done something, you've gone through a really difficult situation and you don't even know how to get out of it, and you just feel like you're not enough, you're not worthy, you're just so depressed about the thing or whatever. Look, this is my thing. Like, okay, so, all right, you made a mistake. There was a big problem, there was a big situation, there was an issue. All right, we've established that, right? Okay. Are you now going to stay in that situation? Are you now going to really keep dwelling in that situation, keep thinking about it, keep every day, every morning you wake up, you're thinking about that situation. You go to bed, you're thinking about that situation. Every day you're just rewinding it. What is that doing to you? Like, how is that actually helping you get better? That's what I want to know. How is it helping you get better? How? Like, you're just gonna be dwelling in it, and then you've put yourself now in like a massive rut. You don't even know how to get out of it. Stop wasting your time. Why are you wasting your time? That's what I want to know. Why are you wasting your time? Stop wasting your time being all depressed, being all upset, being all, I'm just so depressed. No, you need to get out of it. I'm not even trying to make fun of it. Like, I know depression is a real thing, but I think it really begins with you seeing that you are worthy, you are loved, you are cherished, you are a great person, and that no matter what situations come your way, you're not going to let those things overtake you and cause you to, you know, like forget about your life. Because I feel like these are kind of things, if you're entertaining too much, that's what leads to more negative thoughts and just constant, like you're just in low mood all the time. And we don't want that. We don't want that. So you're not going to be entertaining negative thoughts. You're not going to be entertaining any self-sabotaging thoughts. You're not going to be entertaining this mentality of always being in like a, you know, I'm just so depressed, or and you're even confessing it yourself. You're constantly confessing, oh, I'm just so depressed, I'm just so this, I'm just so that. Okay, like we get it. Something happened that was really hard for you, and you know, it was a really tough situation that you've gone through. All right, like the pain is there. We're not trying to disregard the fact that it was painful, but take that time to heal. Ask for your forgiveness. Move on with your life. Stop too much all the time focusing. Your whole attention is focused on this issue. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna have to get out of it someday. You don't want to be focusing on it too much that your whole attention is there, and then everything else in your life goes on a break. Focus on the things that are going on in your life, all the good things. So, alright, so guys, so I want to give you guys a demonstration. You know, in the Bible, God gives us like a parable. Pretty much, God tells us a story about this shepherd who, you know, who was looking after 100 sheep. And while he was looking after these 100 sheep, one of them goes astray, right? And instead of, you know, being like, oh, that one that's gone astray, I'll come look for it later on or whatever, this shepherd decides to leave the 99 sheep and go and start looking for that one sheep. Imagine that. Imagine all your 99 sheep now, they're just there. No one's looking after it. You know, and other ones could just run off, start disappearing, going different places. And then what? At the end of the day, guys, this shepherd goes and looks for that one sheep that went astray and leaves this, and all that stock all left there. Imagine that. Like, you know, God says that our lives are that valuable. Like, he would leave the 99, like he would leave everything that's going on and go look for us, because that's how much we're actually worth to him. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on, like he celebrates. It's when we run back to him. No matter what situations come in our lives, you guys have to know that you are still loved. You have to remember that you are still loved, that you are still worthy to God, that he still cares about you, and he's willing to, you know, look after you throughout that situation. Imagine that. Imagine like a God that loves you that much, and you're too busy worrying about, oh, I don't know if I'm worthy, or I don't know if I'm this, if I'm that, or I'm not enough. No. Don't waste your time, man. Like, don't actually waste your time. Know that you are loved. Know that you are worthy. Know that God would do anything for you. You know, he loved us when we were in our darkest place. He still loves us. He cares about us. No matter what we do, like, he still loves us, you know? And so, guys, I really want to emphasize the fact that, guys, whatever you're going through right now, I want you guys to know that you are worthy, you are cherished, you are loved, and you don't need to stress or worry about the fact that, oh, I don't know if I'm enough, or I don't know if I'm deserving of. I don't want you guys to think like that. I want you guys to know that you are loved and you are worthy, okay? And another aspect of worthiness that I want to talk about, stop trying to downgrade your worth for other people. Stop trying to downgrade your worth to look good in front of others, to look good, to look better, to look valued, to look loved. Because at the end of the day, that's just bringing down your standards. You're bringing down your standards, and it's like you're not trying to live up to their expectation and meet their standards, you know? And it's like, but you're not even being yourself anymore. I see it a lot in girls, you know, when like they're trying to get, for example, they're trying to get a guy's attention, or, you know, they're trying to, you know, like look good, or they're trying to stand out or look good out there for whoever, right? And it's like you're just putting your value down just to look good. And in the process, you lose yourself, because that's not even who you are. That's not even who you are. Man, if you're doing that, don't. Know your morals, know your standards, and live by them. Stop trying to look good in front of people. At the end of the day, they should accept you as who you are. If you're being a kind person, if you're being someone that you know, is loving and is caring, and these people are not even seeing your worth, they're not seeing your worth, you're doing the most for them, you're going all out for them, and they can't even see that, you're actually wasting your time. Let me be honest with you, you're wasting your time. Don't be doing the most. You're doing the most. You're going all out. You're paying for this. You're buying them this. You're giving them your time. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're doing that. And they're not even seeing it. They're not even seeing it. They're not even giving anything back to show them how much they appreciate what you do. Like, is that really even a good relationship? Yeah, and guys, like, honestly, at the end of the day, this is just my perspective. I think I personally, I'm just talking about things that I personally do and practice for myself, and I think are important in general. People are gonna treat you based on how you treat yourself. Show people that, you know, you are someone that is valued, that is loved. Walk around like someone that actually, you know your worth, you know your value, you know who you are, and be content within yourself. Be content. Be content. Don't be always putting yourself down. Don't be downgrading yourself all the time. And know that you are worthy. Know that you are great. Know that, cause at the end of the day, like, whether you know it or not, you're great. Your greatness just has to come out, and it starts with you seeing how much you're worth. It starts with you seeing your value and loving yourself for who you are. And yes, situations may come our way, but we heal, we get over it, and we move on with our lives. Don't be dwelling there for months and months and months. Find a way to heal, find a way to move on, and forget about it. Those situations don't define you, your mistakes don't define you, and your other people's opinions of you do not define you. Okay? Other people's opinions of you do not define you. You're only defined by God. That's the only person that defines you, and His word. What His word has to say about you is what defines you. Okay? That pretty much rounds up the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed till this far, I appreciate you guys, all the guys that are watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that these videos are helpful, and that you're gaining something out of it, and that you're blessed. Okay? Other than that, if you guys like the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe as well if you're here for the first time and you haven't seen any of the other videos. Check out the other videos as well. Anything that you find helpful, hopefully you can use in your life as well. So yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.